Cambridge International College program allows each individual to choose an area of specialization and contain core subjects essential for understanding the operations of an enterprise, and which will accelerate high-level career development. Institute for Professional and Executive Development is also a renowned institution for the development of oil and gas executives. Mr. Chairman, I want to affirm that we won't lose focus as a global-minded institution. It is good to know that our institution is made up of more than 13 African nationals, and a couple of them coming from Saudi Arabia. The institute is endowed with high academic and experienced lecturers to meet the diverse demands of our students. This is a clear indication that if you want globally oriented institution, then parents, think of Global Executive Institute first. The year 2015 is certainly shaping up to be a great year for the Global Executive Institute and its affiliates. We always receive good news that our graduates are getting good jobs and occupying higher positions in their respective specializations. This makes me very proud of all of our accomplishments and all the tremendous team efforts that contribute to our success. It is also wonderful news for our MBA students and graduates that Global Executive Institute's MBA program, that's for these affiliates, Cambridge International College MBA programs, are fully recognized by National Accreditation Board and other institutions in the world. While mindful of the impact slumping forest rates will have on our economy and our foreign students, I remain incredibly optimistic vis-a-vis our school's future. I want to challenge our economists, our entrepreneurs, our politicians, our faculty, alumni and students to continue to be part of the needed solution to the market and policy challenges. People remain our country's most important resource. Notwithstanding the economic challenges coupled with our yet to be resolved energy crisis, the Global Executive Institute offers more than just a good degree. Our unique approach to social enterprise and our global reputation for producing graduates with exceptional employability reflects our commitment to this, making us the choice for the future. To the graduates, today should mark the beginning of your journey to change the world. You are going out into a world where culture is rapidly shifting from conscience to free choice, from progression to reproduction, and involving culture where truth and untruth are getting thoroughly confounded. Do not be afraid, for the educational formation you have received in this institute should enable you to have the criteria to recognize the truth and make your decisions and choices with personal freedom and personal responsibility. As you go out to join the world of work, be good citizens of the world. Uphold the human qualities you have learned while here at this school and saturate the environment in which you live and work with a spirit of service, spirit of enterprise, and the high moral standards as befits and reflects the training you have obtained. In your professional life, settle for nothing less than excellence. Seek the truth in everything you do. You must believe in yourself. You must have the focus to see truth clearly. The values you learned in the course of your study, hard work, of service, of serving others with honesty and diligence, with humility and integrity, should enable you to notice a world beyond yourself and put these values into practice by serving the less fortunate members of society Through service, you will find citizenship that is meaningful, a citizenship that is dignified. Leadership is service, and we want you to lead change in the cultural, business, political landscape in your respective countries. We want you to lead entrepreneurial evolution in your outfit, create businesses, create jobs and employment, and create wealth. In addition to those of you receiving your diplomas, bachelor's or master's degrees, this morning we will be presenting special prizes to deserving individuals who have distinguished themselves in various faculties and departments. Congratulations to you all. Whatever course of study undertook during the time you spent in the institution, I believe that each one of you experienced growth in intellectual knowledge, in personality, in cultural enrichment, in building personal friendships, and in career planning. We are extremely proud of you, and we are extremely proud of your achievement, and you should be proud of your own achievement too. Today's graduation has effectively removed all forms of barrier between environment and the world as a whole. The school can assure you that we will not be resting on our great achievement in spite of few years of existence. We are currently building and developing a comprehensive network of affiliates to unite all of you under alumni, so that our union will not end by this at the end of this ceremony. We will take a full advantage of the cross-cultural and multinational outlook of our environment to learn more about our countries and other countries. I will therefore use this opportunity to recognize the presence of the Director of Hebron Consult, Mr. Franklin Ejil, and graduates from Hebron Consult Tema. I thank all of our collaborators and benefactors, parents, and sponsors with whom we are working closely to achieve the growth and progress that we continue to experience in our endeavor. I acknowledge with special gratitude the financial and other forms of contribution that have been made by our students, staff, parents, alumni, and friends towards the projecting values and ideals that we stand for. These generous men and women have left their mark permanently inscribed in the annals of the history of Global Executive Institute by contributing towards spreading the flexibility and convenience of teaching and learning, as well as the rich transfer of knowledge that has characterized this school. My special thanks also go to Dr. David Lawson, who have carved out part of his important schedule in order to attend this August celebration. I wish to end by expressing my personal commendation to all students who have won various achievements awards, the overall best students, especially, as well as those of various categories, and to all the graduates for your outstanding academic achievements. I wish all of you a bright future, full of God's blessing. Congratulations once again. Merci. Gracias. Nagode. Thank you, and God bless you.
So that was Dr. Emmanuel Jehu. I also say merci and gracias to you. Certainly the man has led by example at this juncture. You know what? Good thing about attending programs of this nature is that you get the opportunity to meet people of stature, people who have indeed reached the apogee of their chosen disciplines. And today we are lucky enough to have in our midst no person than the Director of Studies, Cambridge, UK. He is our guest of honor. So ladies and gentlemen, the honor is mine and the pleasure is yours as I invite onto the podium Mr. David Lawson, the guest of honor, to give us the guest of honor's address.
Ladies and gentlemen, honoured guests, members, family and friends, Dr. Gio, Mr. Franklin Egea, and all of the staff of Global Executive Institute. It is a pleasure to be here at this third graduation ceremony of the Institute. And I wish to thank you for the invitation that has been extended to me to be here, to meet so many of our members and of their friends and families. And I also thank you for being prepared to listen to me for a short while on this lovely day. So, I will give you a little bit of information about myself. I am Dr. David Lawson. I am the Vice Principal and I am the Director of Studies of Cambridge International College. Thank you. And I have been with Cambridge International College for over 20 years in a full-time capacity and nearly 25 years in total. Cambridge International College, as you know, provides a wide range of professional study programs, many of which have been completed by our graduates today. So, before anything else is said, big congratulations and thank you for your efforts and your endeavours. One of the things which is of particular pride and importance to Cambridge International College in this year, 2015, and I want this to be a year that stays in the minds of our graduates, is that this year is the 80th anniversary of Cambridge International College, which means that the college was started in 1935. And looking around me, I am fairly confident that the college is older than anybody who is here today. If I'm wrong, please let me know, and I apologise, but you're all looking quite young today. The most important thing for Cambridge International College is to put our members at the centre of our universe. We produce high quality study materials and courses which will enable these young men and women to have the skills and knowledge which is needed to go forward, gain good careers, and to drive forward the futures of themselves, their families, and their country. Now, please indulge me for one moment. I'm going to read to you an article from a newspaper which has just been released in Britain. I hope you will just bear with me for a few moments. So, this is what the article says. Where will you find the fastest growing economies in the world this year? Will it be among the industrialised states of Southeast Asia, with their turbocharged export industries? Will it be among the oil-rich states of the Gulf, or the liberalised free economies of Eastern Europe? Actually, it is none of these. The really rapid expansion right now is in Africa, and in sub-Saharan Africa in particular. Countries such as Mozambique and Ghana are now notching up 7.5% plus annual growth rates that until recently only China could manage. Plenty of people are quick to dismiss this African growth miracle as nothing more than a short-term boost from foreign aid or from rising commodity prices. But none of that is really true. What is powering African growth are the same crucial factors that powered growth in Europe 100 years ago, and North America, and much of Asia in the decades since World War II. Those factors are industrialisation and free markets. I think that's an incredible statement to make, that the fastest growing economies in the world are in Africa, and the two have been mentioned, Mozambique and Ghana. I'm very proud of that, and I think perhaps you should be. However, when I discussed this very topic with some of my colleagues from Ghana earlier on, they laughed at me and said, well, if that's true, then the dollar hasn't reached the people on the street yet. And I thought, yes, that's very true of a lot of places around the world, of Britain, of Europe, of America, of the Gulf. And so it also got to me that I needed to mention something just a little bit more to our graduates here today. There is this huge potential here in Ghana, in West Africa, in Africa as a whole, to make that potential achieve all of its goals and to make sure that the man on the street receives that extra dollar. We need education, training, businesses, enterprises that can make that potential arrive. And of course you are the men and women who now have that ability. So although it is our day here to congratulate you on your graduation and on your study successes, this here goes to show very, very clearly that your journey has not finished yet. You still have an awful long way to go to make sure that this potential that is written here in one of the most influential newspapers in Britain and in Europe comes true. Not an easy job, but you've got your family and your friends, so many of who are here today, to help you see that goal through, to give you the confidence that you need. So, rather than speak too much more about this, and I can see one or two heads are dropping there, so I do apologise if I've gone on for a little bit longer than I had intended, but I really wanted to bring home to you how important it is to continue with your studies and to use what you have learned and understood in your future lives and careers. Just two further points. Do continue to learn and progress. And Cambridge International College is developing new courses. We have business law, operations management, and other things which are slowly becoming more and more important in today's world. And finally, on behalf of Cambridge International College, I would really like to congratulate you on your success. Some of you have taken one-year diploma courses, some of you have taken 2 or 3 years of study in order to gain your HND, your EBAs or MBAs. And you will find, and I know from experience, that when you look back on this day, which is in the 80th anniversary of Cambridge International College, you will look back without doubt, without a question, and say that the best decision that you have ever made has been to invest in your education and training. So, bearing that in mind and what I have said, congratulations and look to the future for further and continuing success. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to me.